So here's just a little mount I made for the AtGames Backglass board, just to make it a little easier to mount in your cabinet. So you can laser cut this. If you end up getting this kit, just let me know. I'll probably add it as an optional thing. I can throw this in there. So what you want to do is just take these little hex nuts, and we're just going to make these little standoffs. Okay, so there is our, let's get a couple more hex nuts here. So here's our board. And so if you look at it, just follow the label. See, it says HDMI and there's a little symbol there. So that's where it lines up, HDMI. So just go ahead and just pop this on there. Okay, if you look, kind of see the gap there. There's space between the bottom of the board, so it's not touching or crimping anything. And then we'll just take these and do the same thing. All right, so that's our mount. So now let's go ahead and put this in the back on the back glass. All right, so now we're going to install this board. And so that's going to go, the way I'm going to do this is, see this line, this inside right here? That's basically going to line up with this indentation. So just kind of center it, and just like that, that's where we'll put it. And then we're going to use these screws. Now this is really important, depending on what size screws you have. This is only, I think, like 1/2 inch or so. So you don't want to screw into the screen, because obviously you'll damage the screen. So I'm going to use these spacers. And so you can see I've got enough free space there with these spacers. So I'm not actually going to go all the way into the screen once, well, there's actually more room once I've got it here. So that, just be really careful about that, but let's go ahead and do it. So I'll go ahead and line it up. And I think I'll just make sure this is kind of, because we're going to need to get to that cable. In fact, let's just plug this cable in right now. So just like the instructions tell you, take this little part, pull it up, and then put it down. And then you can kind of see how this is going to work, right? So we're just going to kind of, nice little bend in that cable, just like that. That should do the trick. So let's do the first one. My spacers here. And I'll try to actually do this. Now, let me see. Let's use a screw gun. It'll be lazy and make it a little easier. We'll just get it started and then finish it by hand. Okay, and again, just reminder, make sure you've got enough space to where you're not going all the way through. That is super important. All right, no need to over tighten. Like we're good. Cool. So nice and sturdy, very clean looking. And then we'll take this guy, and then per the instructions, open up the little thing on the back. And then remember, this one was the white, not the blue. So make sure the white is facing the top. and then just clamp it down. All right.